It's your boy JustDaNorm, and I am back for another late night thing where I'm actually trying to hold on. Let me make sure that I'm right first. Make sure this sound is right, so we don't miss anything real good. Okay, it's amazing. It's like I actually don't hear my voice itself. Okay, why is that? Gotta adjust something real quick. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm coming through 12. But I don't hear it. Yeah, there. That's right. I forgot I got to solo this like that. All right, so I'm going to keep both of these soloed. But yeah, so I'm working with my X18 because I am actually editing a rehearsal for my church so that way we can prepare for Easter Sunday. So if you happen to follow along with me, that would be great. I believe I'm still going live. Let me check and make sure that I hear everything okay on YouTube. I didn't even get a chance to really label this thing. So this is really not an ask me about questions. It's gonna be like a follow along with me as I edit something, but you won't be able to hear the rehearsal because first of all, it's copyrighted music. Second of all, yeah, I don't want you to have to hear some of the stuff. So, but every now and then I might play something that you can hear. So let me make sure that I am live on here. Hope you all had a great day. It's been an amazing day for me too as well. I just came from a rehearsal. Cool. All right, I got sound, so it looks like I'm good to go. All right, so as you can see, my voice is like, whew, my voice is so tired. So I'm going to be talking very soft on this thing today. I'm not going to try to get too excited about everything. So, but first of all, if you're new and you're tuning in, I've been going live every single day this month. And it's going to be different times. It seems like it's leaning towards being late at night because that's when I get home for the most part. But tomorrow, Thursday, I believe I don't have anything to do, no rehearsals or nothing like that. So I'm probably going to do it a little earlier. Probably when I first get home, I'll do it. But so just stay tuned. If you see me pop up, then go ahead and tune in. If you are new to this channel, I make tutorials all about Cakewalk by Bandlab, being a home studio myself, recording. Been doing this thing for 30 plus years. My father is a musician and records his own music and etc. So I've had a plethora of experience of traveling all over the U.S. to perform and do all of this good stuff. So, and I've done live sound for many different events and many artists. Some mainstream and gospel music, and I've played behind certain people in gospel music and also in R&B and soul and some of the other things. So I've got a good background, and my whole purpose is just try to educate you all and share as much as I can share because I'm still learning. I say that every time. I'm an advanced learner, which means I'm constantly learning and I constantly make mistakes and I constantly try to fix the mistakes. So if you would like to follow me, you can follow me in Linktree that just popped up. You see me looking to the left side. No, I have two screens here. So this is my main screen, and then I have a screen over here. So, but my streaming setup is right here, and then Cakewalk is right here. So if you see me looking over there, like, why does dude keep looking that direction? So feel free to connect with me. Also, right now, for a limited time, I am working on mixing for free. And the whole purpose of this is so that I can get music of different genres, rock, metal, pop, country, whatever it is. I'm trying to get different timbres and different genres of music so that I can get different sonic sounds because I'm working on creating vocal presets that work for Cakewalk that only use stock plugins. After that, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some that use, Waves or Isotope or any of the other ones basically like that. But I know most of you all do not have a lot of money to be spending on plugins. So I'm trying to create something that I know you can just pop it in, put it on your track, and it's going to give you a good sound. You might have to tweak it because this is not going to be perfect. It's going to be just something to get you going. So that way you can kind of get the sound balanced the way you want it. All right. So if you're interested in submitting music, I received one rap song. I received something that's kind of out of the ordinary. It's not, I don't really know what category to put it into, but so if you have something, you can definitely submit that to my email, JustDaNormLLC@gmail.com. All right, let's get into talking about Cakewalk. So I'll put my chat back on. I'll take this off. There we go. So in this project, I am taking our rehearsal, which is 3 songs. I think 3 songs that we went over. And what I love about Cakewalk is the arranger section. Okay. This arranger section allows you to basically just create a form for your song or for whatever it is that you're working on. I'm helping another lady who is trying to basically import MIDI data or MIDI songs. And she's using these sections to basically compile a list, a master list of all of her songs. And what makes it easy about this is that if you add all the songs here, then you can copy them down to the arrangement section where you can actually make your set list. So if you add 10 songs in a set list, then you can have them here, and then you can export that and have it set up that way if you want to do it that way, or you can just play it within Cakewalk. For this purpose, what I'm actually doing is I'm taking each of the parts that were taught by a good friend of mine, Dr. Philip Graves, who's a music director at my church and piano player. And I'm playing bass for Sunday. So, but I recorded them using my Zoom R16. So if you haven't heard of Zoom, Zoom is an amazing company that creates many, many great camera gear and audio equipment too as well. But I love this little recorder because it's a audio interface and audio interface. It's also a mixer. It has plenty of effects in it. And it also is a recorder. So you can actually record 8 tracks simultaneously. Or if you link it, you can record 16 tracks simultaneously if you have another R16. But you can record up to 16 tracks total on one device, which is pretty cool. I've been having it for, I don't know how many years now. Probably 7 years, maybe 8 years. It's been a while. But anyway, that's another story for another time. So anyway, I recorded this and I've got this stuff kind of already put into sections. So right here is a soprano part. And hopefully I'm doing this right because I believe you will not be able to hear what I'm doing because right now on my mixer, which you can kind of see here, I have, and let me put it on this mode so you can see better. I have everything soloed that I'm actually doing right now. So I have track 12, which is my microphone soloed. I have it soloed so I can hear the audio in my headphones from my microphone, but you all can hear it on the stream too as well because I have it unmuted. Whereas my aux channel, I have it muted so you cannot hear it on the stream. But if I solo it, I can actually hear it on here. What's going on, James? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm basically doing some editing, but it's going to be one of those things where you'll hear me talking. I'll be talking about what I'm doing. you'll see Cakewalk moving, but you may not hear the sound. Every now and then I might play some sound because this is a rehearsal, church rehearsal that we had, and it's copyrighted musician too. I mean, copyrighted music too as well. So I don't want to go about getting no copyright strikes on this thing, or copyright claims anyway. So, but how are you doing, James? How's your night? Or yeah, how's your night going? Blessed to see another day. That's what I love to hear, man. That is what I love to hear. Well, let me go. All right, so I've got this set up. So hopefully I play this. All right, so on the Ranger side, I have the soprano part here on the side. I have the alto part, I have the tenor part, I have ensemble, which is all of them singing together. And then section 7 is starts another song. So, but it's cool because I can play this. And once again, you probably won't be able to hear it, but this is a cool way that I do as far as like importing my SD card that I have in my R16 Zoom. So I record it at church. I bring it in here. Now I could record straight to Cakewalk, but I don't even have that set up like that. We have a digital mixer. We're using the what are we using? The Mackie DL16S, I think that's right. 18S, 16S, I think it's 16S digital mixer. And it does, I don't know, it's like we tried to get this thing hooked up a while back with the laptop and trying to actually get this stuff to work well. But for some reason, it's like every time we connected a laptop to it, it's like it just, I don't know, it just wasn't working right. It might have been the drivers or something was going on, but it just wasn't working at all. So I haven't tried it since then. So what I normally do is I just run XLR out scenes into my Zoom. I just run like, you know, and this is just 2-track basically, but 1 track is piano and the other track is the vocals. So that way I can kind of mix them together. And on here, I'm just going through and I'm using the arranger tool to say, okay, this is the part where the sopranos notes are taught. All right, this is the part where the altos notes are taught. This is the part where the tenors notes are taught. And then I can take that and say, oh, the sopranos, like I could give them their whole part and maybe they want to hear the whole ensemble together. So I can take that and I can drag that down. So that's what I'm actually going to do now. Take the soprano part and drag it down to the arrangement. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do it like that. I had all of them highlighted. Do not have them all highlighted, otherwise you'll do that. I have Cakewalk on my laptop, but I need to download some auto tune, and I need a Yamaha DX100 and a which MXR Talk and an audio interface. What's the MXR Talk? You know, well, you can download. So you could download the Gralian. The Gralian is a great free effect that's similar to Autotune. So you don't have to get the Autotune itself. I mean, if you want to get Autotune, that's fine. But if you didn't want to spend money on it, you can get the free version. The Yamaha Talk Box, okay. MXR Talk, okay, that's what it's called. Okay, I was about to say, okay. So you're trying to put all of that together so you can have it for your computer, for your laptop. Yeah, it's cool. It's like, it's weird. It's like I used to have, when I first started as a YouTube channel, my computer, my original computer had crashed. Well, no, I didn't, not when I first started a YouTube channel. I started it years ago, but when I really started getting ready to post, like during COVID 2020, April 2020, was when I like worked on recording and releasing my first EP. And I was doing all of that on on my desktop computer. And then May came and we were getting ready to, I never forget it, we were getting ready to release a song I got called Mama, You're So Cool. Trying to create gospel and R&B. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, get that beat going, and then you could just be like, you know, you know, put the tube in your mouth, or you can just use the microphone and plug it straight into it. I've got a talkback feature on my what is that unit called? TC Helicon V Perform. Yeah, I don't know if you heard of that before, but V Perform. I think it's the K I think it's called VPerform K, or VK Perform rather. I think that's what it's called. And that's like made to hook straight into the keyboard, MIDI in, MIDI out, or you can run from your keyboard, left, right input straight into the device, run out of it, and run into your system. And it has like vocoder and effects and, you know, all kind of stuff, harmony and all the good stuff in it. Really love the unit. Haven't really tapped into everything that it can do yet. I need to buy a pedal for it so that way I can change from one patch to another patch. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, yeah. So once you got this, you just drag one over. So I'm going to drag the soprano down here. I'm going to drag the alto. No, I don't need the alto yet. I'm sorry. Moving faster than I need to. So I'm going to drag the ensemble down. And then I'm going to export this as audio. And the name of this song is Lift Him Higher. And this is soprano. Okay. So, and I'm going to save this to a folder that I already have. Music. Right here, TNC rehearsals. And it's going to create a new folder for it. Let's call this April 2023. All right, so put that there. Select folder. All right, and I'm going to save it as MP3. Normally, I would save it as WAV, but I'll just do MP3 for this. And make sure that the arrangement is set. All right, put it on 320. Oops. All right, it's going to mix that down. Normally, when I'm doing this editing process, it takes a long time. Like, I'll be on here for like 4, and like it was just like one song a few days ago. That's because I had 4 tracks, so I had everything separated. But going through and combing through each part and trying to make sure I get the right parts and put them together, that took like 4 hours to do, or 3.5 hours. So yeah. So now that I have that arrangement, the cool thing about this is that I can actually create an arrangement, and then now I can do the alto part. So I bring the alto down, then I'm going to bring the ensemble down. All right, and then I'm going to do that part. Left click on it, export as audio. But this time I want to make sure that I'm doing arrangement 2 and not arrangement 1. And I'm going to call this Lift Him Higher Alto. Okay. And then export 320. What's going on, Gary? How you doing? Man, I'm rocking my Barry White today, man, because my voice is so tired. Got this cold that I'm like, well, it's not a cold, but it feels like it's a cold trying to kick in. I believe I've been playing the vocal on FL Studio 21 forever, and I really want TalkBox on Cakewalk. Get you a TalkBox, man. Get you a TalkBox. That's what you got to do. Just get it for real TalkBox and put the tube, you know, put the tube in your mouth and call it a day. All right, so that wrote, I'm going to go ahead and do, and actually I can just delete this real. Let's just do another arrangement. New arrangement. Now let's drag the tenor down. Gary, what I'm doing is right on. What I'm doing is I'm actually editing a rehearsal from church, but you'll hear me talking. It's commentary over it, but you really won't hear the music because I have it blocked out just because it's copyright. So I hear it in my ears, but you might not hear it. So, but anyway, it still helps to explain the process. I got to tell you all, it's been amazing. Like going live this last week. I think this is the first time I went live within 1 week, more than I went live the whole 2 or 3 years that I've been really growing this channel. It's crazy. Because I feel like I go live like once every 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. But yeah, it's cool to do this. So, all right, so let me put the tenor down. I'm gonna put the ensemble down. Then I'm going to click on export as audio. This time I'll make sure I got it on arrangement 3. I'll set this to tenor, or type in tenor rather. All right, and then export 320. Okay. What you all been up to? Yeah, I've been making some music, making some good music, you all. Got somebody else in the room that just came in. Hello, whoever just came in the room. Welcome. If you're just coming in, can we really ask questions about Cakewalk or not yet? You can ask questions. Yeah, you can always ask questions. The question really is, will I be able to answer the question? That's the real answer. I was like, don't ask anything hard, okay? Start off with the easy questions. How do you install Cakewalk? How do you open up Cakewalk? How do you create a new track? I've got you on all of those things. I got you, no problem. Yeah, go ahead and shoot your question away, man. I'm doing this, but like I said, I'm here for a little while until I finish this. So yeah, if you got a question, definitely shoot it. And if it's something that I can get to today, then I can get to it tomorrow. Okay, shows how to do oh Lord. See, Gary, I just said something simple, something real simple, and you said cow scripts. I've read about cow scripts. I don't really have need of them. So, unless you were doing something with I guess was like MIDI mapping, or for is like it's something dealing with drums. I can't remember that uses it. So tell me more about why you want to do cow scripts and what you're trying to actually do. So tell me more about that. But it is a good question, and I've seen it, and it's something that I should learn to do. I just never needed. So, but tell me more about that. How's it going? Moto Cow 96. Moto Cow 96. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to JustDaNorm, where I cover tutorials mainly about Cakewalk, but you might catch some other stuff on this channel too as well. You might even catch how to fix your washer and dryer. But anyway, all right. So yeah, Gary, tell me more about the cow scripts. And that's a good question. That's why I keep note of all this stuff so I can go back and look at it later on. I hope it saves my chat. Do you all see the chat? Like, you're seeing the chat, right? I gotta remember to make sure that it stays on there after I get done posting, and I gotta go into Cakewalk Studio so I can edit it and make sure that the chat stays up, because sometimes it won't show up at all, so. Okay, saw something about separating. Yeah, so I thought it was something dealing with drums. Separating drums for separate editing, but I can't find where I saw the tutorial. So, 2 things for separating drums. So first of all, if you're working with MIDI, anytime you record a MIDI like drums, or say for instance, if I recorded one MIDI track, and I'm playing my Alesis Nitro, which some of you all probably don't like, it's okay. It's okay. It's just electronic pad. But if I'm playing it, or if I'm playing my Roland SPD20 and I'm playing it in and I'm playing it, live, it all goes to one track. If it's MIDI, I can take that MIDI track and I can copy it. However many times I want to split up. So if I want, bass, snare, hats, cymbals, I can split that 4 different ways by creating 4 different tracks, copying the data 4 times, and then I can go in. So like if I can't really do it right now, but it was on a different thing, but I can actually go into the piano roll, click on each. Let's switch views real quick so you can see me a little better. That way you can see my hands. So I go into piano roll. You got your piano roll up there, and I've got track 1. Boom, it's got, you know, the whole set on it. Track 2, I want to have my bass drum on that track. So I go through the piano roll, and I'm going to erase every other sound besides the bass drum on track 2. Then I'm going to go to track 3, which will be my snare. Boom, I'm going to erase everything else except for the snare. That's the easy way to separate it. And then since it's already an instrument, you can go ahead and tweak it with audio effects and stuff like that. Now, if you're going to do straight audio and you're trying to, say, for instance, I recorded a drum set and a live drum set, there is a plugin. I don't know if I have it on here or not, though. There's a plugin called Drum Replacer. And I think I took it off because some reason it wasn't loading right. But it's one of those plugins that comes with Cakewalk. It's like grandfathered in through Sonar, basically. And it allows you to I can take the audio from each of those components of a drum set. So like, for instance, I had the bass drum, but I was like, you know what? I don't really like the way this bass drum sounded. Like, it's my live set. I recorded, you know, I don't know, it might be my PDP or my Pearl or whatever set I'm using, but I really didn't like the way the bass drum came out micing wise. So I can take that bass drum and I actually can separate it, and I can send it the signal to trigger an instrument where I can put my samples on. So I can put, like, you know, a splice sample or a sample from Contact or something like that. And I'll have the bass, the original bass drum, and the MIDI bass drum now playing simultaneously. So Creative Sauce has a video that deals with that. So that's really cool too as well. And then you also have drum mapping too. That's the other thing that you can do. And I talked about drum mapping, like how you can take your keyboard and you can split it. Like I had my little 25 key keyboard. I can actually take it and split it. And then I can play keys on one side, and then I can play drums on the other side. So that's like MIDI mapping, being able to, you know, send different MIDI notes or MIDI signals. But that drum replacer, I believe Creative Sauce has a video about that. And if I can find it, I'll send it to you, or I'll attach it to here. Because I'm like I said, if I don't know it, somebody in the community knows it. And some of you all are out there that I come across are more advanced than I am. Okay. So, but that's a really good question. I'm glad you asked that. I'm gonna have to look into it. So thank you for asking about that. Normally, I don't know if do you all get on Reddit at all? Does anybody get on Reddit? Okay, I nice think that will work for me. Drum mapping. Yeah. So yeah, drum mapping is really cool. Let me know if you need more help with that too as well, because I kind of figured it out. It was another thing that I really didn't use. But then I got to thinking, I was like, okay, Creative Sauce has a video about it. And I was like, hey, what if I can like play, and I've done that before at a gig, like play drums and play keys at the same time, you know, like have one stick, and I'm like, or I used to play drums. Whenever I would go to a rehearsal, I had a, what was I using? A Roland Phantom. Okay, a Roland Phantom, and the Phantom has the pads on top. And I was like, you know, I play a little percussion part, and I'll be bling, bling, bling. So, you know, I always like having those little percussion, you know, pads and being able to put different samples on there. So that's cool. So it got me thinking, like, hey, you know, can I use that same thing with my 25 keyboard? And I was able to pull it off. It was a little weird setting up, but it did work out really good. Reddit, you all should definitely check out Reddit for Cakewalk. First of all, I post there. A lot of us post there, and you'll find a lot of questions that people have, and you'll find a lot of people that are experts on there that'll answer them too as well. So you should definitely check out Reddit. I might even create a Reddit group on there, like a subgroup. But that's where I get a lot of good ideas from, y'all. Like a lot of these videos, most of the time I get it from you all too as well. Whenever somebody, asks me a question, like, boom, I'll be like, yeah, I want to make a video about it. I just feel like, if you ask me a question, I want to make like this cow thing. I get to looking at it. Now, I don't know when the video is going to post. It might post, 2 or 3 months from now. There's too much stuff going on. All right, so have you ever used the patch points? Yes, I have used the patch points, and I've got a video that talks about patch points. It's on a video that's called, I think it's called aux sends, because it talks about on there patch points and stereo buses and aux sends, basically how you could use all of those. But it reminds me of like a patch bay. So like when I was in school studying audio, some of you all probably remember like you had to plug the patches like everywhere. So we used to have this long patch bay, and if you couldn't get something working, you were like, man, why is this not working? Chances are your patch cords was plugged in the wrong way, or or you had to unplug it from one spot, plug it over there. Same way they used to do with like electrical engineering, as far as creating all these great synths that we have now. But the original ones you had to like unplug and plug to a different place and stuff to get a different voltage and signal. So, but yeah, I do have one video talking about patch points. So yeah, let me see if I can find it. I think I want to say I cover it, man. Sometimes, have you all, any of you all that's on here, have you all, even though I haven't updated yet, have you signed up for my glossary of YouTube videos that I've done on Cakewalk? So normally you find it in the description. You might not find it on this one right now, but most of my videos, pretty much all the videos lately, you'll see, it says something like, download my free PDF, basically. And what it is a PDF that's ever updating, because I'm going to keep updating and add more videos to it. But I kind of categorize all the videos in major topics, so that way you would know, like, okay, like dealing with mixing, I've got all the videos there that I have dealing with mixing. If it's like virtual instruments, and I got everything dealing with virtual instruments. It's like, if it's like troubleshooting Cakewalk, then all of those are there too as well. Hey Victor, how's it going? So yeah, so if you all should, if you haven't, all it takes is an email, and I wouldn't be mad if you unsubscribed right after that. I don't really send out emails like that. The plan is to send out an email once a month. And because I've been so fried and tired and busy, I haven't got a chance to email out for this month yet. So I got to get to doing that. I meant to do that like last week. But on that email, it's going to be, updating you with videos that's coming up. I might do some survey. I might even do some quizzes to see what you all know and what you need to know. And also going to be referring like other videos that I find that's even outside of my channel, that I believe that'll be helpful, because I'm always studying other people's videos. Even if it's not Cakewalk, I just like I like studying this stuff, period, anyway. So that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing fine. That is awesome. We're doing fine too as well. We're drifting in conversations here. So I started off editing something for my church, and I'm still gonna do that. I'm looking at my phone because I'm trying to find the video that I'm looking for. What is the name of it? Okay. Yeah, I believe it's called Aux Sends Explained and Cakewalk. I believe that's it. And I believe I talk about patch points on that. I could be wrong, and if I don't, remind me, you gave me another video, Gary. So that's 2 videos that I need to cover. So I need to cover Cal, and then I need to cover patch points. But yeah. All right, let me get back to this. Okay. So if anybody else got any question, feel free to drop it. I'm gonna check back and forth. I'm gonna read over this way, and then I'm gonna go back over this way, because I do want to make sure that I get this done. I don't want to stay up all night. I'll be up all night doing this. All right, so did I bounce this down? Anybody remember? Did I export this audio? Anybody know? Okay, well, maybe, I don't know. If you just came in, Victor, you might not know. You just came in, but I can't remember if I exported this or not. Well, let me check. Let's see. Let's go to music and TNC rehearsals, April 2023. Okay, good. I did do it. All right. So I probably should have just did it by itself, but that's cool. No, I do it that way. All right. Just sent the email. Thanks. Okay. Cool. You sent the email. Let me see what the email says. Okay, what does it say? It says, oh, okay. It says your name. Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you said you sent me an email. Okay. Oh, okay. Look at that. I got a notification letting me know that I was live on YouTube. That's amazing. All right. Cool. You can tell when someone's tired. I've been like, I am not used to, I used to be really used to staying up late. Like I tell you, I'm a night owl, and I normally would be able to stay up till like every now and then it'll get to the point where I wouldn't even go to sleep. Like I just stay up, and I used to do that a lot. Like every week, once a week, I'd stay up all night or something like that. But now with the kids getting older and me having to go to work in the morning, I start getting tired. So if you feel like my energy is starting to get lower and lower and lower, because normally I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, JustDaNorm, but right now I'm like, hey, everybody, it's your boy, JustDaNorm. So if you see me like that, man, just know I'm happy. I'm excited. Just my throat is starting to bother me too as well. All right, so I've done tenor ensemble. All right, I got to go to this other song. Let me listen to that. This is a cool thing about the sections is that you can, it's kind of like creating markers. So, this is totally new, this arranger section. I think this is only wasn't in Sonar? I'm trying to remember if it was Sonar. Yeah, it was in Sonar. I believe it's in Sonar. It started in Sonar 8. Like 8, I believe it's Sonar 8 that it started in. I could be wrong, but this arranger section is just really amazing. So anyway, I got to play 7, and this is okay. So this is like ensemble. So I'm gonna go ahead and rename this, and this is another song. This song is called "Wonderful." Is your name, but I'm gonna call it "Wonderful Ensemble." Part 1. All right, and then this part, section 8. So instead of like having to click over here, I can just press play on section 8 and it'll play it. Of course, if you're just coming in, you're wondering like, dude, I don't hear your Cakewalk sound at all. I've got everything muted because it's copyrighted music, so I don't want to get copyright. So you'll see it moving, but you won't hear anything. So sorry about that. But I will play something in a second, but I want to make sure I get everything organized first. So I'm just here, and if you happen to have a question or you want to get off, that's fine. You can get off too as well. I'm going to get off soon myself. I just wanted to make sure that I'm honoring the fact that I'm going live every single day. So if you don't see me now, you'll see me tomorrow. But what I need to do is I need to post a video because I haven't posted a video in a long time either. So I got to do that. So, all right. Section 8 is... Yeah. Okay, where'd you just stop at? Right there? Okay, all right, so this is sopranos. Soprano part 2. Then alto starts right after that. Okay, so, and then this is, all right, that's altos. I wish it was a way to zoom in on my screen. Can I zoom in? Let me see. Is there a way to zoom in on here? It'd be nice if I can, I know I can zoom in somewhere else. Screen sets, nah. Yeah, it'd be nice if I can zoom in on here. Let's put the whole page up. All right, okay, so we got tenor starts here. Where's it end at? Okay, so this is ensemble. No, this is just sopranos and altos. Okay, soprano and altos. Okay. All right, and then, and I'm just going through you, literally you all, and I'm just like trying to organize it first. Okay, so I'm gonna do from right here. It's another section. Then right here is another section. All right, so this is a tenor, tenore, tenor, and then this is whole ensemble. Okay. All right, and then that's that song. So let's go to the next song. I did add like a little EQ to this, even though it's not gonna make a difference to you all. You can't hear. But anyway, I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of it towards the end once I get that together. But it's just one more song after this. Trying to figure out if I should put this other part in. Okay, I'm gonna start right here. Okay. All right, so ensemble again. I'll call this full ensemble. Oops, I can't spell. All right, and then let's do this. Okay, let's go to another part. Okay, so this next song is called Everything. It's by Ty Tribbett. It's a really amazing song, but very very simple but effective. Trying to where is okay. All right, I'm gonna start sopranos right here. Okay, so from right here, that's gonna be soprano. Sup, I'm just gonna put sop everything. All right, and then this part alto stops. Okay. All right, altos is right there. Rename. Um, Man, I feel like I should have had some music playing in the background. At least I have something to do, listen to. Maybe I should add some music. Can I add some music? Some background music? Play royalty. I wonder if this gonna mess my stream up. The last time I did this, it messed my stream up. Make sure stream time. Okay. Let's see. Is it gonna play? Can y'all hear that music? Anybody hear that music in the background? Hold on, I'm gonna get on my phone real quick and see if I can hear it. Okay. Yeah. I can hear that. Okay. Yeah, it's a little groovy. Okay, but you mute it, and then I guess you don't hear it no more. All right, so that's cool. Something for y'all. At least it don't be so dry and dead here. Hear my voice over there and turn it down just a little bit. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's groovy. All right. Okay, so alto, everything, and then let's do the tenor. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, let me mute this real quick. Because I have a question that I needed to answer for. Let me look at my questions that I got. Question. Where is the question that I received? Okay. Anyway, I'll worry about doing that later on because I'll probably make a separate video for that. But yeah. So someone had asked a question about how to go about sharing Cakewalk like I'm doing now, sharing the audio and being able to stream or being able to at least make a demo or share something with someone. So of course, you can use OBS. OBS is like my go-to. That's my go-to. And normally I would be using it right now, but for some reason, like hooking Restream up with OBS. Restream is what I'm streaming through right now. And hopefully it's still doing okay. And hopefully y'all can hear everything well. I figured out some things on Restream that were messing me up before audio-wise, because sometimes I really was not happy with my audio when I used to stream all the time. Every time I get done, it sounded like it was like going in and out and stuff like that. And I found out there was some extra settings that I needed to adjust. So, yeah, so hopefully I don't still hear that music right now. But if you're using OBS, um, it's basically, I mean, that's all you really need to do is, as long as you have an interface. Um, I'm sorry, that's my little rattling thing here. This is my pop filter, you all. And I used to use it on this particular microphone, but I don't even use it really no more because this one already has a pop filter on it. Already has a windscreen, rather. So over here to my left, you can't really see it, but I have a Scarlett 2i4. And I can tell you that I did not like using this for streaming or for making videos, period. When I used to have this to make videos with, I felt like, I don't know, it was like something like the audio wasn't, it would be choppy, or I would have like issues with trying to put the videos together or trying to record. I might try it now because maybe it was just a driver issue. But it's great for recording in Cakewalk. It's just not good for trying to record in Cakewalk while you're trying to stream or record a video. So I'm glad that when I got the X18, I wasn't even thinking about using this for this setup, but I really love using this mixer. Plus, it gives me so many variety of inputs and outputs that I can go from. So that makes things a little better. I gotta upgrade some gear, you all. Like, yeah, I don't even know. Like, the things that I can do in this room, I don't even have much. Like, I have these headphones, which are not the best headphones in the world. These are cheap headphones. Now this mixer is nice. I mean, even this on the cheap side, but this LX25, which is great, is my MIDI controller. But it's, some of it's broke basically, because my daughter spilled some juice in my keys. Not the keys, but the keypads. So one of the pads I broke, like, period. So I need to replace this. I didn't have this keyboard. This keyboard is actually my father's, and he let me use it like a long time ago. And it was one of those things, like, I kept it. I just never gave it back. But he's got a lot of equipment and a lot of stuff. So, but anyway, I used to take this and play with it everywhere. Like, whenever I do a gig, I have this board and I have my Yamaha Mo 6. So, and then I got a smaller board versus trying to bring this big 88 board out. But this board is almost over 20 years old, basically. Over 20 years old. We got that from Sam's back in the day. I think that was in the 90s no, hold on. 2000s? No, I think it was in the late 90s we got it, if I'm correct. But yeah, we got a few more people in this room. So if you just joined in the room, I've been talking everything Cakewalk, but we just kicking it right now. I'm editing something. I got some chill music on that I'm gonna put back on. So and I'm almost finished with this, and I'm probably gonna be streaming live for another 7 minutes because I really want to go to bed real quick. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But anyway, it's forcing me to do something that I've never done. I like challenges. If you all remember, if you've been following the channel for a while, in November I took off the whole month of November, something I never did before. And then in December I posted every single day. I posted a video every single day, and sometimes 2 or 3 times videos, like 2 or 3 videos, or maybe some shorts in one day. And then it got to this whole like twice a week thing. And then like I was doing once a week, where I was trying to actually schedule, like, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. I would post a video. I think I did that twice. That didn't last long. It's kind of hard to like keep a strict schedule because things happen. Next thing you know, your kids got to stay at home from school, or you got to work extra hours, or, I mean, anything can happen. And so I look forward to being able to post videos. So I just figured, I said, hey, let's take some of the thinking out of this thing and let's just go live every single day, because then I don't have to think about, what I'm doing. Like, I don't have to plan. Well, I will have some things planned. So, because I want to get it like more professional, where I'll have, you know, like Cakewalk on one side, but then I'll have like little things pop up, you know, where I can have slideshow pop up, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I want to get more professional with this thing. So, you all, I'm really wanting to make this my goal, you know, to go full time with this thing. I believe I'd be able to help a lot more people out if I was full time with it, because even with the older lady that I've been helping out, she's 72 years old, and she came to the channel and she asked me to help her out with Cakewalk, and I've been enjoying working with her. I just know that, you know, high demands, you know, I can't be by my phone, you know, answering every single text message all day long. So, but if I was full time, then I would have a lot more time to do things like that. But anyway, okay, let me get back into this, y'all. I'm rambling. So if you're here and you're listening to me ramble still, that's great, actually. I appreciate you being here. You know what? You all should like this video if you haven't liked it already. And if you want to subscribe to a channel like this, where everything is dealing with software and studio, and sometimes I might just get a little goofy and wacky, then that's okay. You know, definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel. All right, where was I at? All right, let me get back to this. So, auto everything, tenor stops. Was it right here? No. Okay. Okay, so right here. Okay. All right, so let's do that to about right. Yeah, let's just do it right there. Okay. Make things easy. And this is called tenor. Tenor, everything. All right, and then let's do the ensemble. I have no reverb on this stuff. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the last part, which is it's the part where it says master, which is the very ending of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna start right here for sopranos. That's it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to split this somehow, but I don't know exactly where to split it at. All right, okay. Let me go to this ending part. All right, you all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I can let you hear just a little bit of what I've been doing. Let me see if I can pull mine. I gotta pull my XR back so you can hear. Hopefully you better hear. Oh, that's a solo. I keep the solo on. Remove that right there, and then let's do some piano from like right here. Okay. I saw something else up there that I hadn't seen before. Okay. So yeah, that's just a little bit of what I'm doing. I got to go ahead and finish this. I know I don't want you all to just be sitting watching me do this. It's tedious. It's tedious work to like do this editing part, and it's the most boring thing ever. But I know I'll go quicker if I hurry up and knock it out. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for questions. If you have any questions, I also have what is it called? A Google form that you can fill out. Two different forms. One is for Pump My Jam, which is where you could share your music and we'll listen to that. I got that coming up. That's going to be a live stream. That's going to be coming up probably next week, if I'm correct. Probably be next week. So I'll send out a schedule about that. So if you want to submit music, that you just want to, the community to listen to, no judgments, nothing like that. We're just like absorbing your music and being able to share it. Definitely sign up for that. And if you also want to sign up to ask questions, there is a questionnaire. And I have 2 questions on there that I have never answered yet. At least I don't think. And I got to go answer those 2 as well. So, but I'll be pulling all that back out. So you all, it's been a wonderful night. Stay tuned. I'm going to be going live tomorrow, hopefully a little earlier. Hopefully like around, I don't know, like 9 maybe, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, somewhere around there, Central Standard Time, where I live in Missouri. So, all right, love you all. Be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.